If you're looking for one knife for your outdoor adventures, then this might be it. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here in the wilderness, and I always carry a knife with me because you want to be prepared. That's what they told me in the Boy Scouts, be prepared. And so I picked this up. It's a SHIELDON knife here, and I was really interested in its specs. First of all, it seems like it is a very carryable knife, and as you might be able to see here, we get the beautiful SHIELDON sheath here. This is like a Cordura nylon, the big morale patch on there. We have a big nylon strap on the back. Oh, and this is a strong snap right there, so you can put this on your hip, on your belt. I even like the blue contrast stitching right there. And then if we open this up, nice Velcro, we have the knife itself. And I love this color. It kind of reminds me of a neon green. If you're into 7-Up, then definitely this is the knife for you. But what you can see here is that it's really a perfect size. And my experience with SHIELDON, you can see the little logo right on the blade there, is that they make knives that are second to none at really affordable price point. So what I really think is you don't want to be at the lowest price point. The knives tend to be a little flimsy. They don't tend to be very solid. Maybe the quality of the materials just isn't there. And if you go up really high, you can spend hundreds of dollars on a knife. And I have difficulty telling the difference between a knife that's $69 and a knife that is $369. But a knife like this seems to have a lot of those features. First of all, like I said, fits in the hand like this. This is a 3.66 inch blade here, and you can see it is really mirror polished. Actually, my fingers are giving it that little oily look. And this blade right there, ooh, it's big, has a hardness of 58 to 60 RC. So what you can see right there is it's going to be quite strong, and you might be able to see on the back here, that is like 3 millimeters wide, and then you get a razor sharp edge right there. And I do love how big this is, and I love how meaty and thick it is, because I always feel a little bit like the ones that come to really small points or those Tanto type knives. I feel like I'm going to break off the end of it. So I love the fact that they have a really big blade. You can also see the little flipper assist right down on the bottom there. So if I close this back up, we have that. So if I do that, I can flip it open. It also helps keep your hands in the right place. You don't want to get a little jittery. You've got your little finger notch right there. So in the hand here, while you're using it, cutting, man, feels great in the hand. This grip right here is absolutely beautiful. It is a G10 material, which is, as I understand it, kind of like a fiberglass. But what I love about this is that it seems to be really light. So if you're backpacking with this, carrying in your pocket, it's not going to be heavy. But also, when the weather gets wet, it seems to absorb that. It doesn't seem to get slippery like some materials. Even wood handles can get really slippery in the rain. You can also see the hardware that they use here. So just a really smooth ball bearing action. You can actually use a tool to remove that, clean it out if you need to. And you can also see we have a liner lock right there. So when you want to close this, you would just pull this liner lock over, and now I can close this knife up just like that. And when I deploy it, that liner lock goes back in there, so this is not going to collapse in on itself, right? Just like that. So I really love these little inline liner locks right there. You can see on this side, we have a nice big stainless steel clip right there. Couple of screws locking it down there, so you can put it right in your coat pocket, shirt pocket, pant pocket, have it right at the ready. And you can see all the hardware here, man. It's just a beautiful looking knife. And man, this thing is so smooth. You know, there's no grit. In fact, it just feels like it is gliding on oil or something. Man, that is just super nice. And then when it gets in there, it's retained in there. So you can flip this sucker out at a moment's notice if you need it, man. Locked in place. Feels awesome in my hand. The beautiful thing about this is not only is it just oozing quality, feels incredibly solid in my hand, looks amazing, but the price point on these is so affordable. So if you're looking for an amazing knife at an amazing price, this SHIELDON right here was only $69. That's the retail price on this bad boy. I have never felt a knife this solid with this much quality at this price point. And that's why I love the SHIELDON knives. They are so nice. And in fact, what we need to do is a little bit of an outdoor test. I grabbed a piece of wood here. If you are going to be out in the wilderness, you're probably going to want to cut yourself a little kindling every once in a while. So I thought I would just see how this knife, right out of the cellophane wrapper, might cut this wood here. So let's go ahead and, ooh, look at that. It's shaving pieces off. Dude, I got tinder to start my fire. Making short work of this wood here. So no real surprise there. Man, that is pretty impressive. If you want to be smart with your money and buy one knife that might fit all of your needs, I think this one is going to do the trick. If you want to rock this bad boy on your next outdoor adventure, I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more. on Panda.